And joining me now, Rick Klein, political director at ABC News. Rick, welcome back to Faith Nation. Always great to see you.
Great to be here.
Well, night two under wraps, Joe Biden officially the Democratic nominee. Rick, how does Tuesday's DNC tee us up for tonight when we hear from Biden's running mate Kamala Harris and former President Obama?
You started to see the biography of Joe Biden play into the message that Democrats are trying to bring, and so much of it is a tonal shift in trying to make the case that Joe Biden is perhaps an antidote to the Trump era entirely. Not even so much about policy grounds as it is about personality, about leadership, about attitude, and about family. And I think now coming into the Kamala Harris's night, there's going to be nods to history, recognizing the barriers that are being broken. We'll have other powerful Democrats like Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi teeing it up. I've been struck throughout by how little Kamala Harris has been a part of that. That begins to change tonight. And this team that, of course, the country is going to see a lot more of for the next 3 months, if not the next 4 years.
Rick, we've seen a big show of unity. Last night, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez used her primetime appearance to endorse Bernie Sanders for president. She made no mention of Joe Biden. Does that signal potential problems for Biden with those trying to move the party more to the ideological left?
Oh, sure. Look, all Democrats are not thrilled to have Joe Biden as the nominee. I think the AOC controversy was a bit overblown. She has endorsed Joe Biden. She made it clear on Instagram and Twitter within moments. Her speech was a nominating speech for Bernie Sanders. But the fact is, she and a lot of progressives out there wanted Bernie Sanders to be the nominee. And they wanted it because he has a different vision of where to take the country than Joe Biden. They are not thrilled to see Joe Biden, more of a mainstream moderate, win. And of course, there's a powerful part of the party that moves, that wants to push things further to the left on Medicare for All and the Green New Deal and the like. They didn't win. That's over. And Donald Trump has had a motivating and unifying force for so much of the party. This is one of those controversies, frankly, I think Joe Biden is okay with a little sniping about how the AOCs of the world aren't thrilled. He didn't win the primaries that way, and I don't think he thinks he can win the general election based on far left progressive ideas.
Well, so far the convention's been heavy on character, light on policy. At some point, do Democrats need to dive deeper into their policy prescriptions and why they think their positions are better than President Trump's and the Republicans?
Maybe. I mean, I think there's a deep calculation that Democrats are making that this election is likely to be a referendum a lot more than a choice. But I think it's imperative that they have policy details. They've rolled them out. The question is how you emphasize them. There were some awkward turns as they tried to talk policy, particularly healthcare thinking coming right after that great tour of the country last night. So there'll be policy around the edges, but I don't think many people think this is an election that's going to be settled based on who has the best white papers. That almost never happens, and particularly in this Trump era with all the noise coming out of the White House and all the crises that have been gripping this country between COVID and the economic crisis and the cries around racial injustice. All of it has added up to a sense among Democrats that they need to present an alternative, but they don't really need to get into lots of thorny details. A lot of what Joe Biden is offering, frankly, is going to be not being Donald Trump. All
right, we'll have to leave it there. ABC's Rick Klein, one of the smartest people in Washington, D.C. Thanks for being with us today.
Kind of you to say. Thanks so much.